Hello all, welcome to the video on intraoperative neuromonitoring, and in this video I will be covering about the brain mapping. We all know that brain is a complex structure and the functional areas of brain which are involved in movement are the primary motor cortex and the premotor cortex. So these areas need to be identified if any brain tumor is being resected around these areas. The primary motor cortex is located in front of the central sulcus and premotor cortex is located in front of that. This motor mapping is done by electrophysiologists in the operating room. There are two techniques of motor cortex mapping. One is the central sulcus mapping and direct cortical stimulation. Before going into the techniques of mapping, I would request everyone to please subscribe to the channel, and which will allow me to make more videos like this in future. Central sulcus mapping is done by placing a strip electrode on the surface of the brain, and we would see something called as phase reversal. So by looking at the phase reversal, we will come to know where the central sulcus is, and the area of brain in front of the central sulcus is the primary motor cortex. After identifying the primary motor cortex, we need to confirm that by using something called as direct cortical stimulation. See, direct cortical stimulation is done by electrodes, which I will be explaining later. Coming to the anesthesia part, it can be done under awake brain surgery, the details of which, if you want to know, I have done several videos before. You can look into my channel, and it can also be done under general anesthesia. But the most important thing is you need to avoid muscle relaxants, and we need to maintain the patients on a propofol infusion, and it is called a TIVA, or total intravenous anesthesia. The stimulators that we use for direct cortical stimulation are called as Ogiman stimulators, which are discovered by scientists called Ogiman. We need to place electrodes on the opposite side of the body and in different muscle groups, the details of which I am showing in the table. There are two techniques of direct cortical stimulation. One is called Penfield cortical technique, which is a low frequency technique, and the second one is Taniguchi cortical technique, which is a high frequency technique. In Penfield technique, we use bipolar stimulation and the frequency of stimulation is low. And in Taniguchi technique, we use a monopolar stimulator and the frequency of stimulation is higher. So which is better, monopolar stimulation or bipolar stimulation? Studies are showing that both the stimulators are equally good in identifying the primary motor area. But identification of premotor area is done better with bipolar cortical stimulation. You can see in this video, we are trying to identify the primary motor cortex by directly stimulating on the brain, and we will see waves from particular muscle groups if the part of area is located in that area. After identifying the area, we will place stickers there, and during the surgery, we will avoid going near those areas so that the damage to the area will not be there and patient will go home deficit-free. For tumors which are located in deeper parts of the brain, we do something called as subcortical mapping. So, diffusion tensor imaging is prerequisite for this kind of tumors, where the white matter tracts will be identified, the details of which I have explained in my previous video, preparation of patient before awake brain surgery. You can have a look at that. And rule of thumb in subcortical mapping is 1 milliampere is equal to 1 millimeter. So the stimulation settings I am showing in the table, and what we usually do is we use a device called suction stimulator, and the suction stimulator, when it gives a signal at 7 or 5 milliamperes, we need to stop resection of tumor at that level. since this shows that we are very much near the subcortical tracts. So it is safer to stop at that level. So by using these techniques, studies are showing that the resection of tumors, even if located at the area of motor cortex, is safe. Thank you very much for following the video till now. If you have any comments, please post in the comment section. If you want me to do videos on any specific area, please mention in the comment section. Thank you again.